What it do, YTZ? It's a beautiful Sunday. I'm off now, thank goodness. I clean my car out, yo. Like, this shit is crazy, yo. Anyway, I figure I'd give y'all story time while I clean my car. Well, I'm not gonna clean my car. I don't feel like vlogging cleaning my car. So I'll do a story time before I clean my car, after I clean my car, because I don't feel like doing both, yo. I'm tired of shit. Oh, let me roll this up. So yeah, all right, story time, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all a time I got played with. And the reason I'm ready to tell y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all it was funny because the reason why I'm ready to tell y'all. I was in this relationship with this female, right? And that shit was ridiculous. Like, I got a lot of like trust issues, so. And I believe she's the one that really put that shit in my life, yo. I wouldn't say her name because I want to give her the audacity to think that she, you know, but she knows she the cruddiest motherfucker I ever dealt with in my life, yo. So it's funny, it's funny to me now, you feel me? Because I don't give a fuck. I'm past that and all that, so I don't really care, but it be going down. But yeah, anyway, we like, I just came home. I was just coming home. I was in a halfway house. I love my haircut too. I love that bar. I was just coming home from the feds. I was in a halfway house in DC. So I'm gonna tell you how, oh right, yo, just thinking about this. All right, so I'm in DC, you feel me? So bam, mind you, I get to DC halfway house because Baltimore halfway house too crowded. But I'm like, man, fuck that. I wanna come home now. Like, so they like, well, you could go to DC one and leave tomorrow, or you gotta wait 3 weeks till a bed open in Baltimore. Man, I say, y'all better send me the fuck home now. So I get to DC, and you feel me, I'm dragging in DC, you know what I mean? Like, I know people in DC and all that, so I'm good. So I start dealing with this chick from Baltimore. Mind you, I don't know the chick. I don't know the chick at all, like, whatsoever. I don't know. But she giving me hella rhythm, talking about she been knowing me since this and that, this and that. I'm like, all right, I hear you. They all say that shit, so I hear you. So we get to talking and all that. Mind you, she coming from Baltimore all the way up to DC to like bring me food and stuff like that, because the food at the halfway house was phony. So she bringing me food, she bringing me weed and all that shit, like, from Baltimore every day, all day. I could call her twice a day, she ain't come up there. So I finally getting out the halfway house. They like, yeah, you got an address you could go to, this and that. So I'm like, all right. She like, all right, come over here, come here. I'm like, all right, bet. Mind you, my mother was just getting married, stuff like that. So I was like, I wanted to live in my mother big ass house for like a month while I get myself together, but she messed that up for me. So I ended up going to Shorty house, and I'm chilling with Shorty, you feel me, for a second while I'm, you know, getting my feet running. So now we months in, right? We months in. I'm about months in. Everything, you feel me, we had our little ups and downs, but everything was mostly cool for real. But for some reason, yo, she just like, yo, she went, she was like, oh, yo, she got a party. So she was real with the party. And every party, every Monday she here, every Tuesday she here. So she was doing stuff like that. It was starting to get irritating. So mind you, we months in, you feel me? And we together, like, we together. I couldn't figure out, like, my baby mother, yo, like, she don't care. What we had was what we had. Like, she don't care who I deal with, this and that in the future and all that. So for some reason, yo, she just kept giving me a lot of shit about this girl and like going back and forth with this girl. So I'm like, yo, what's the problem with Shorty? Like, why you so like that with Shorty? She like, yo, she a snake. Like, she a snake. Like, what the fuck going on that I don't know about? She like, yo, I grew up with that girl, yo. Like, hold on. You grew up with her? She told me she didn't know you. Now I'm like, hold on. She told me she didn't know my baby mother. So I'm asking my baby mother. Now I can't go against my baby mother word over this. So I'm like, baby mother, you sure? She's sending me pictures, yo, when they was 12, 14, all this. She end up, her and the girl beefing. She trying to figure out how, when her baby father come home, this girl jumped straight on me. Mind you, the girl never told me she knew my baby mother, and she never told me that her and my baby mother was beefing. So I'm the big dumb cute one that just came home and jumped in any bed, and I just set my baby mother up to get played with. So she telling me all that history, how they been beefing, going back and forth, this and that. So she said she talked to the girl crying on the phone, talking about she swear I ain't know, that she didn't know that I was her baby father. Yo, my baby mother started sending me all these screenshots of the girl on my baby mother Instagram of pictures of my daughter, like, oh my God, he looked just like Church. Yo, this girl told me she didn't know anything about me, yo. She don't know who my baby mother is, and none of that. So I'm like, all right, yo, you got my baby mother mad at me now. She think I'm on some snake stuff, like I don't do that. Like, nah, yo. So she was like real crazy. Like, yo, she would be real crazy, yo, if she get mad. So I'm like, yo, this girl crazy. That was like the first red flag. I'm like, yo, she got this shit out. That's why now, yo, like, be careful for who you deal with, yo, because people got their own little, reasons, yo. Everybody got their own reasons, yo, because this world is, it's not the same. So for her to act like she don't know nothing about me, she don't know my daughter, mother, or nothing like that, and to find out she know everything about me and everything about my daughter, mother is mind-boggling. So I'm like, all right, she can't be trusted at all. So I started to put a distance from myself from her. Yo, this was like, it had to have been like the same week. I'm in the living room one day, I'm watching TV, she in the bedroom. So mind you, it's late, yo, it's like 4 in the morning, 3:30ish in the morning, stuff like that. Her phone ringing. It just wouldn't stop ringing. It felt like the phone was just ringing nonstop. It never had like a pause in it. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So mind you, I was already checking out at that point, so I really didn't care what she was doing. So I'm like, I go in the room, I'm looking for the phone, it's like under her. So I'm like, yo, your phone ringing. She not even budging. So I'm like, whatever. You can hear hella texts coming in. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I get the phone thinking like, because her mother is like, man, her mother was cool. So I'm thinking like, maybe it's the mother. So I don't know why, yo, and I swear I'd never do this again, yo. I looked at that girl phone to see who was calling. I would never, ever do that again. Yo, the phone said, like, boyfriend, it was like boyfriend / husband / my nigga, with hella dick emojis and like wet emojis, hearts and tongues and shit. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Mind you, I'm like, where my phone at? Cause I'm thinking in my head, like, am I calling her by mistake? Cause this can't be like, you ain't going that hard. So I'm like, yo, did I call her by mistake? So I go get my phone to go make sure I wasn't ass dialing her. My phone not doing nothing. I'm like, well, if I'm her boyfriend, I live with her, and we spending our like life together, who the fuck is this? So I answered the motherfucker, hello? The nigga answered like, hello? So I'm like, yeah, what's up? He like, yo, where she at? I'm like, yo, what the yo, I'm like, yo, I couldn't stop laughing, yo. I'm like, yo, she drunk. She sleep, I'll tell her, call you tomorrow. Hang up on him. Yo, banging the phone. I'm already packing my shit. She wake up in the midst of all this. I'm trying to hurry up and sneak out, cause mind you, she crazy. She see me packing my shit. I say, yo, your nigga keep calling you, yo. And he's starting to get mad. And he texting, talking about he about to pull up on you and all that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the fuck on. He's sitting at the door with a knife in her hand, rubbing her eyes, talking about I ain't going nowhere. If I go anywhere, she gonna call my PO and say I got guns in the house. She said she gonna tell the POs that I've been sneaking in Baltimore when I was supposed to be in DC, all that stuff. Yo, she get on the phone, start calling police. I haul ass out the house. I leave my shit and all that. I haul ass. I'm running down the street. She come chasing me down the street in the car, trying to run me over. On the phone, talking about he got a gun on him right now. You could catch him right now. He got a gun. Yo, I'm like, yo, what the I'm trying to, like, yo, you did this to me, yo. How the fuck is you trying to get me locked up? You didn't just see me and catch me with no females or nothing like that. So how are you trying to do this? Like, you trying to ruin my life on my probation term because I caught you on some bullshit. But that opened my eyes a lot, yo. Me just sit back and think, yo, like, yo, no matter how good I think it's going, yo, like, you never know how the other person thinking. So my best bet is to ask a lot of questions, y'all. Because that girl fucking ruined me. Like, not like, yo, she was hitting me with all the stuff, saying these people her cousins when really they messing with each other. She was doing stuff like going out and then getting real drunk and be like, having her homegirls call and say, yo, she at my house, she was so drunk, she can't. And whole time when we broke up, the same girl that would call me and tell me shit like that was like, yo, my bad, church, yo, I just gotta confess. Like, when I used to tell you shit like that, like, yo, I was lying, she was with the dude, but you a good dude, yo, I couldn't sit back and keep letting that shit go like that, like, she patted, like, so I always be like, yo, you gotta watch y'all friends too, cause y'all doing shit and y'all telling y'all homegirls when really they be the ones giving us all the tea. I was just thinking about that because I was on Facebook, yo, and I just had to block the mother because I went down my timeline and I seen that girl on my timeline and I say, what the hell? Sorry, mama, you was cool, but you got to go. All right, y'all, that's my story time. Peace out. Y'all like my haircut? Comment below.